What's up there, Alder Wingate?
How you doing, Alder Douglas?
I'm good, bro. I'm here.
That's what's up.
Alexa, turn on the lights.
We will now call the meeting to order. We'll have the city town clerk take the roll.
David,
Present.
Douglas, Hurt,
Present. Here.
Rodriguez,
Present.
Singh,
Here.
Rodriguez,
Here.
Ross,
Here.
Kupo, Decker, Festa,
Here.
Haywood, Andrews,
Here.
Santana,
Here.
Acosta, Santiago,
Here.
Crespo, Ortiz,
Here.
Nicola,
Present.
Edwards, Clyburn,
Here.
Winter, Morrison, Walker Myers,
Here.
Hamilton,
Present.
John,
Here.
Raheem, Furlow,
Present.
Marks, Wingate,
Present.
Alder Marks, Smith,
Here.
I would like to note for the record that order from Ward 8 and order from Ward 21 has joined us. A quorum has been established. We'll now have divine guidance from order from Ward 5.
Thank you, Madam Chair and honorable colleagues, for this opportunity for doing the divine guidance this evening. My divine guidance is an excerpt written by James Weldon Johnson, as he wrote, "Let every voice sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory won." Thank you, Madam President.
I would like to note for the record that order from Ward 26 has joined us. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President, and good evening. I move approval of the journal of the September 21st, 2020 Board of Alders meeting.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. Are there any changes to the journal? Seeing none. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed. Ms. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under unanimous consent, I ask UC item number 1 from the tax collector, order of tax refunds, October 5, 2020.
I would like to note for the record that order Ward 22 has joined us. Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the item.
second,
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent on item number 2 from the Chief of Police submitting a resolution of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the New Haven Police Department to submit an application to the Connecticut Department of Transportation in an amount not to exceed $60,000 to conduct a targeted high visibility enforcement program for distracted driving during the period October 1 through 15, 2020, and April 1 through 30, 2021, and to accept such funds if offered and to execute all documents and contracts as necessary.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing Miss Majority Leader.
I move the item.
second,
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor. All in favor. All in
Aye.
favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. And I'd like to call a point of order. If alders would remember to keep themselves on mute until they vote, it would alleviate the echo. Thank you, Madam President. I ask for UC in item number 4, tax abatement favorable, order abating deferring collection of real property taxes due from Edward J. Shaw Jr. on his residence for grand list of 2019.
Excuse me, Mr. Majority Leader. We need to go to item number 3.
My apologies. I ask UC in item number 3 from the City Town Clerk and City Budget Director, City Acting Controller, submitting a resolution of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven, authorizing the Mayor of the City of New Haven to accept funding from the Secretary of State, Connecticut, accepting funds in the amount of $93,300 for absentee ballot support grant to give Town Clerk the resources necessary for unprecedented amount of absentee ballots, safe polls, grant, and election day registration access for City Town Clerk of New Haven.
Is anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the item.
second,
The item has been moved to second. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed?
Aye.
Any abstentions? The item passed, Mr. Majority Leader. Thank you, Madam President. Now I will move or ask for UC in item number 4, tax abatement favorable, order abating, deferring collection of real property taxes due from Edward J. Shaw Jr. on his residence for grand list of 2019.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Ms. Majority Leader.
I move the item.
second,
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call our order from Ward 15.
Mr. Shaw has been granted tax abatement before, and he still meets the requirements of the program. The Tax Abatement Committee heard his September 21st meeting and voted to approve this request. I ask you to approve it too. Thank you.
Any further discussion? See none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed, Ms. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent on item number 5 and 6. 5, order the New Haven Board of Alders approving the request of Yvette Bell regarding tax account 613079. And 6, order the New Haven Board of Alders approving the request of Adrian Drew regarding tax account numbers 825200 and 842043.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the items.
Second.
The items have been moved in second. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? The aye pass, Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under communications, I note items 7 through 14. Under first readings, I note items 15 through 21. Bringing us to second readings. Under second readings, I move item 22A, finance favorable. Ordinance amendment to the appropriating ordinance number 1, authorizing reclassification of general funds positions within the Department of Public Works, Parks, Public Works, Office of Information and Technology, Corporation Council, and Community Services Administrations, and funds in the amount of $85,882.00 be transferred from salary reserve account 1-407-1010-50110 to the Department of Parks, Public Works 1-504-1010-50110, Office of Information and Technology 1-137-1120-50110, Finance Department 1-137-1110-50110, Corporation Council 1-133-1010-5010, and Community Services Administration 1-308-1010-5010 for fiscal year 2020 through 21.
Second.
Item has been moved in second. Discussion. Call on order from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, honorable colleagues. This amendment reclassifies positions in multiple departments. The fund increases corresponds with the salary lines. The Finance Committee heard this item at our September 14th Finance Committee meeting and recommended favorably. I urge colleagues to support this item. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, this is an ordinance amendment. We'll have the city town clerk take the roll.
Saban,
Yes.
Douglas, Hurt,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Roth,
Yes.
Kupo,
Yes.
Decker, Festa,
Yes.
Haywood, Antunes,
Yes.
Santana,
Yes.
Acosta, Santiago,
Yes.
Crespo, Ortiz,
Yes.
Nicola,
Yes.
Edwards, Clyburn,
Yes.
Winter,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Walker Myers,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Raheem,
Yes.
Furlow,
Yes.
Marks, Wingate,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Is there anyone who voted wishing to vote? Can you please know order from Ward 2? is
Yes,
raising his hand.
yes,
Push the-
yes.
So noted. Anyone that have voted wishing to change their vote? Seeing none, item passed, Ms. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing under Finance Favorable, I move item 22B, ordinance amendment to appropriating ordinance number 1, authorizing budget transfer number 308-21-1, transferring funds from the Department of Recreation and Youth Services, Office of the Assessor, Department of Health, and Department of Parks, Public Works salary accounts in the amount of $25,000 each for a total of $100,000 to the Community Services Administration miscellaneous expense account to fund the mayor's community crisis response team planning study.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. This request is to transfer funds to the Community Services Administration to support a planning study for the proposed community response team. The Finance Committee heard this item at this 14th meeting and recommended favorably, and I ask colleagues to do so also. Thank you, ma'am.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, this is an ordinance amendment. The city town clerk take the roll.
Saban,
Yes.
Douglas,
Yes,
Hurt,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Roth,
Yes.
Lupo, Decker, Festa,
Yes.
Haywood, Antunes,
Yes.
Santana,
Yes.
Dakota, Santiago, Crespo, Ortiz,
Yes.
DeCola,
Yes.
Edwards, Clyburn,
Yes.
Winter,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Walker Myers,
Yes.
Hamilton, Marchand,
Yes.
Raheem,
Yes.
Furlow,
Yes.
Marks, Wingate,
yes,
Smith.
I would like to note for the record that order from Ward 14 has joined us. And if there anyone who haven't voted wishing to vote, order from Ward 24, we can actually hear your vote. If you can take off mute and vote, please.
Thank you, Madam President. I vote yes.
Okay. Anyone that voted wishing to change your vote? Seeing the item passed, Ms. Majority.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing under Finance Favorable, I move item 22C, order approving the unsegregation of capital funds appropriated in fiscal year 2017 through 2018 so as to allow the city to carry out such further work at 654 Orchard Street, AKA the premises, as may be necessary in order to obtain a certificate of occupancy.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call order from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. This request makes funds available to support work at the Teen Center building that will allow the property owner to obtain a certificate of occupancy, which will enable the city to terminate the contract this year. The Finance Committee heard this item at our September 14th meeting and voted favorably on this item, and I ask colleagues to support our favorable vote. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 22D, order to read and file the New Haven pre-audit report for fiscal year 2019 through 2020.
Second.
The item has moved in second discussion. I call order for Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. This report shows that the city of New Haven closed out fiscal year 2019-20 with a much better financial result than previously anticipated. The budget director from the city of New Haven and the director of the Board of Education answered questions at the Finance Committee heard on September 14th. The committee voted favorably to recommend this item be read and filed. I urge colleagues to support the motion. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of reading and filing, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing under finance favorable, I move items 22F, order to read and file the updated budgetary and financial reports for the month of June 2020 in compliance with Article 8, Section 5 of the Charter. And I move item 22G, order to read and file the updated budgetary and financial reports for the month of July 2020 in compliance with Article 8, Section 5 of the Charter.
Second.
The items have been moved second. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to first, before I read these, make a point of order clarification. We didn't identify E, which
We got it.
okay. So my mistake. This year, so did we speak on the year-end transfer? That's what I'm referring to, ma'am.
We are discussing items F and G, the read and file. We understand we're going back to E. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you. So items, thank you on items F and G then. They are also read and file items. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of giving these items a read and file, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing to item 22E, I move this ordinance amendment pursuant to Article 8 of the Charter and Section 2-190 of the Code of General Ordinances, eliminating negative line item balances for the fiscal year ending 6/30/20.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. This year-end transfer eliminates any department shortages for fiscal year 2019-20's budget. The Finance Committee heard this on September 14th, and we voted it recommended favorably. I request colleagues to support this motion. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, this is an ordinance amendment. We'll have the city town clerk take the roll.
Saban,
Yes.
Dillis,
Yes.
Hurt,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Roth,
Yes.
Lupo, Decker, Festa,
Yes.
Haywood, Antunes,
Yes.
Santana,
Yes.
Acosta,
Yes.
Santiago,
Yes.
Crespo, Ortiz,
Yes.
DeCola,
Yes.
Edwards, Clyburn,
Yes.
Winter,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Walker Myers,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Raheem,
Yes.
Furlow,
Yes.
Marks, Wingate,
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anyone who haven't voted wishing to vote? Is there anyone who have voted wishing to change their vote? Seeing none, I'm passed, Ms. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 22A through C under public safety favorable. A, resolution of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the mayor to submit an application and to accept the award if offered to the FEMA Port Security Grant Program in the amount of $316,000 federal funds. B, resolution of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the mayor of the City of New Haven to submit an application to Federal Emergency Management Agency Assistance Firefighters Grant Supplemental to reimburse the city for purchases of protection, overalls, respirators, eye protection, and gloves for federal funding of $164,873.09, and to accept such funds if offered, and to execute all documents and contracts as necessary. And C, resolution of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the mayor of the City of New Haven to submit an application to Federal Emergency Management Agency Assistance to Firefighter Grant to purchase 166 self-contained breathing apparatus SCBA units, an air compressor, a cascade, and a fill station for federal funding of $1,423,175.45, and to accept such funds if offered, and to execute all documents and contracts as necessary.
Second.
So I'm just gonna note that we were on 23. Okay, and the item has been moved in second. Discussion. I got sidetracked. Okay, discussion. I call on order Ward 12.
Thank you, Madam President. This 23A, this is a FEMA grant. This $316,000 Homeland Security grant will pay for maintenance on the harbor's security camera system, as well as maintenance for the city's fireboat. There is a 25% match required, which will be funded through ID and other capital accounts. 23B, this is $165,000 FEMA grant is for personal protective equipment for coveralls, respirators, eye protection, and gloves, and other gear for city staff during the pandemic. It's a reimbursement because most of this PPE has already been purchased and used. This grant requires a 10% matching fund that will be covered by the fire department's capital budget. In 23C, we're told this is one of the largest grants ever for the fire department. After adjustments and matching funds, the final amount should be in the vicinity of $900,000. The funds will pay for replacement of most of the fire department's breathing apparatus, such as 166 air tanks and masks, an air compressor, and a fill station. The equipment would replace 10-year-old units that are outdated and prone to failure and expensive to repair. The match will be a 10% of the final amount and will come from the fire department's capital budget. I urge your support on these 3 items.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes pass. And before a motion to adjourn is appropriate, we will have points of personal privilege, and I call on order from Ward 13.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to wish Sal DeCola, who had his birthday on September 30th, along with my mother. She reached 90 years old, 90 years young. Her name is Luigia Compare Ferraro. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 22.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to thank everyone who came out a couple of Saturdays ago to my ward on September 26th to the unveiling of the Mr. William Lanson statue. It was really an exciting and honorable time for me. And I just thank you all who came out, participated, and I invite everyone on this board, everyone in the city to come visit Mr. Lanson. He is right between the Yale Health Plan and the new residential colleges off of Locke Street, across the street from the Grove Cemetery. So please come by, visit him, touch him, you know, look at him real hard, because this is really a true blessing, a true picture of a Black man, and I'm proud of that. So thank you.
Are there any more points of personal privilege?
Yes,
Madam President. Just raise your hand. I call on order from Ward 5.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to thank my colleague, Alder Rodriguez, for organizing the food drive on the Hill on October 1st. There was a food box give out, and was an excellent job. I want to thank her for organizing and you know, getting the boxes to the people in the neighborhood. Thank you, Alder.
I will now call on order for Ward 20.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to say thank you to Serena Sergio for her serving our community with dignity and respect, even to the least one. When I heard of her leaving, it really got to my heart, but I want to say to her, thank you so much for your service to our communities with dignity and respect to us. Thank you, Madam President.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 6.
I want to thank everyone, and first of all, I want to thank Alder Honda Smith, because as Majority Leader said earlier, when we come together as a group, we are stronger. So I thank Alder Singh for thanking me, but Alder Honda Smith, I thank you and everyone else on this meeting tonight, because this is going clear across the city. And so working together, we are all going to be able to service our neighborhood. So I thank you all for all the support that was given to us. Thank you so much.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 30.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to say thank you to my colleagues for your prayer. The traveling prayers were great and much needed, for the prayers of the loss of my godmother, and for our safe travel home on today. I just want to say thank you all for your love and concern. Thank you.
I call on order Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to say to Alder Ernie Santiago, my condolence on the passing of his dad. Recently, I wasn't able to reach out to you, Alder Ernie, but I love you and God bless you and your family. Thank you, Madam President.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order for Ward team.
Well, I just gotta thank everybody for the well wishes when my father died, and just thanks. Just say thank you. That's it.
Are there any more points of personal privilege?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Good night. Be
Aye.
safe.
Good night, colleagues.
Good night, colleagues.
We are adjourned. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night. How do you do this? Right here.